So good day, everyone from all over the world. So welcome to our panel sessions over here, and I hope that our sharing today will be very productive to you guys. So before I start, you're actually looking at one of the latest iPad projects that we have been developing for now. This is almost 4 years old. So of course, later on, we're going to touch on our award-winning projects. So I'm going to start with a little bit background of who we are, what we do. So it will be easier for you to understand why exactly that we are developing our own industrial park today. So basically, our background started off as very an industrial builder for more than 20 over years experiences in Johor, Baru, Malaysia in the market. So we have civil and structural industrial builder as a main contractor. We have our own steel fabrication yard. We have our specialty for mechanical M&E telecommunication engineering solutions. So with all the experiences gained and the feedbacks that we have been receiving from all our multinational clientele, so we actually evolved in becoming into industrial park developers in 2011. Just as Judy mentioned, we launched our first iPark project in 2011. So all these companies actually falls under the umbrella of AME Elite Consortium Berhad. We are actually a public listed company. We just went for public listed in Bursa Malaysia main market 2 years ago. So you can also see that moving forward, we also having our own workers dormitory management over here within our park itself. And a new coming one, it's our solar EPCC one-stop service provider as a contractor as well to make a full range of services to our client. So this is why we call ourselves as industrial space solutions, which is our expertise. We have built more than 400 over big purpose-built manufacturing plants, industrial buildings, warehouse, logistics solutions to all across the world. Okay. So as we first launched our iPark project in December 2011, so we actually caught attention and recognitions with the local media reportings. So from there, we actually received more exposures and getting overwhelming responses in the market for this kind of new generations of managed industrial park in the market over here. So in 2018, we actually participated for the Malaysia Property Award by FIAPSI Malaysia. And we are really grateful that we received the winner for industrial category. And in the subsequent year, we received the FIAPSI World Prix Excellence Award by FIAPSI World in Russia as a silver winner for our iPark Indahpura project. Okay, so this is actually one of our main interests, brand entrances to our iPark Indahpura. So our iPark development is envisioned to be a sustainable and well-managed industrial park, and this is our visions to set a new benchmark of a future industrial estate for the next generation. So which we put in a lot of efforts into a detailed design of the building, integrated facilities with green building index compliances, full range of construction services, including the feed up, customizations, and flexibility to build to suit for sale or for lease, and also with a very clean and green, comfortable, natural landscaping environment for the community. So this is why we carry iPark as our brand name. iPark Indahpura is actually our second iPark, and the one that I mentioned earlier on the beginning of the slide, which is our latest iPark project, which is about 4 years old. As for this winning award project, iPark Indahpura, which is already 10 years old since 2011 December. So behind all this, these are the few key elements that we emphasize with the integrated facilities, security, highly functional building designs, and the sustainable community and workers dormitory that we are developing. So next, I'm just gonna play a short video for your better understanding before we move further into details of the award-winning project.
Proudly presenting iPark at Indahpura, Johor's most innovative industrial development. iPark at Indahpura is a leading integrated industrial park with a well-known reputation for high standards in building design and quality control within a clean and green industrial development. This integrated industrial park features a relaxing recreational park with 581-meter jogging track, surrounding pond and outdoor gym facilities. There's a workers' dormitory that is ideally allocated within walking distance and is able to accommodate 3,200 workers. The dormitory features a multi-purpose hall, canteen and convenience stores, all within this well-managed industrial development. iPark at Indahpura's clean and green environment is consistently well managed and maintained by an in-house management service team to offer a superb atmosphere for operators to conduct their business. Feel secured in this 24-hour gated and guarded industrial environment as you are greeted by friendly and reliable security personnel. Other integrated amenities to ensure an efficient working environment include the provision of natural gas, unified high-speed broadband, ample power and water supply. Built to international standards to service both Singapore and Johor, today iPark at Indahpura has become the ideal choice for a promising future.
Okay, thank you for your attention. So basically, it gives you a quick overview of what iPark Indahpura is in terms of a managed industrial park. So this is actually, what you're seeing now is actually the area view of our whole iPark Indahpura master plan projects. So the entire iPark Indahpura is approximately 190 acres, which is equivalent to about 77 hectares. So it's a freehold land, meaning saying that foreigners can actually buy and own the properties. Okay, so apart from the facilities that we mentioned about ample power, stable power and water supply, natural gas, in terms of the full 24 hours fully secure, gated guarded security. So what we also emphasize on, it's a full range of the services that we provide built to suit for sale or for lease. And also with all our in-house expertise and all our in-house team, we managed to build with a very fast speed delivery that I'm going to touch a little bit on later on in the details. So of course, with the community itself, we put in a lot of greeneries, detention, recreation park, workers' dormitory, just within a walking distance for our workers to get to the workplace, very convenient without taking any other public transport. That also encouraged on the low carbon society as well. And also, last but not least, our building design is also in compliance with our Green Building Index standard, which is actually compatible to the LEED international certification as well. Okay, so just to zoom in to see where our city is located, under the Iskandar Malaysia Development Flagship Zones E over here, if you can follow where my mouse goes. Okay, so this is actually under the government promoting statutory body known as Iskandar Regional Development Authority. So now we look at a detailed map that you can see. So our iPark Indahpura here with really fast access to the major highway towards Singapore, down south to our city center or Singapore. Otherwise, we can go up north to KL Penang. All right, so we are also having another second link expressway. They links to another second link causeway link to Singapore as well. Okay, so this easy, fast accessibility, which also gives us a very fast access to the major seaports and international airports, that including our top row world-class containers ports over here, Port of Tanjung Pelepas, with the latest data up to date is about 12.5 million TEUs capacities as of now. And of course, we are having a support from a Singapore side down here. So we are really close to Singapore with just that 30 minutes drive that you can reach up to the causeway borders. Okay, so they're also having a Jurong port over there, and Port of Singapore Authority supports just down here, down south here. Okay, last but not least, you can also see there's a domestic and international airport support that is less than 10 kilometers away from our park, and also just within an hour plus, you can actually reach it to Singapore Changi Airport, which I believe that all of us are very familiar with. It's another gateway to all the Southeast Asian countries that most of us love to. Okay, so in terms of the iPark building design principle, we emphasize on the functionality and with innovations, and also to make sure a high quality and low maintenance building that will sustain the building for a longer lifespan. And we do making and encourage a low carbon society to make sure that from the design itself, material selections, to make sure that it's actually with the Green Building Index compliance. And last but not least, definitely by making a very high value products in the market, but it also has to come with a really competitive pricing in order to be affordable and well accepted in the market itself. So now we're going to look into the designs of it. So now you're actually looking at our standard factory types. Okay, so basically we do provide a standard general design, or we do provide a customizations as well. So, but then you can see our size ranging here with the minimum smallest is 1,000 meters square up to 15,000 or 20 over 1,000 meters square, which is definitely still within a good hands of under our team. And these are pretty much the standard building specs that we're providing within the park itself. It's more like a plug and play site, as you can see, full height wall with natural lighting, and also with a lot of features already well fitted in. But of course, we do provide the customizations that always flexible for clients to do a lot more upgrading or custom built to their requirement. For example, upgrading of power supply, upgrading of the flow loading or the building heights, or even up to doing a clean room facilities, or to comply with their international fire protection systems such as FM Global. So this is what we can actually provide one-stop service solutions to our client. So with the flexibility that we're providing to a client, we also do adapt to the innovative skills and system to, for example, we actually adapt to industrialized building system for steel photo frames for the main building and roof structures. We are also using precast wall panel that we actually fabricate within our own fabrication yard, and then we deliver to the site and assemblies on the site itself. So with all this innovation system in place, it's actually not only time saving for the to avoid the reconstructions, and also delivers the products even faster to meet up our customers' timeline, and also helps to reduce the unnecessary material wastage, less labor intensive, better quality and low maintenance, as well as to reduce the working at height of risk. Speaking of that, we actually makes us why we can deliver a very fast speed delivery timeline to our clients. To quote an example, we can actually deliver and hand over approximately 10,000 meters square to our clients within 4 months time as our track record. And also we can build up a 20,000 meters square within 6 months time complete, and then hand over to our clients as well. So with all the detailed design planning and material selection, this is also why we are also in compliance with the Green Building Index certification. So there are a few criteria to meet, as we mentioned: natural lighting, material selections, also rainwater harvesting, and also recycling materials that we're using. So this is basically the elements under the Green Building Index. So we're also providing a very comfortable, clean and green industrial park developments over here. So we do believe that with the traditional practices of industrial activities, but with modern enhancement that will actually create a more vibrant, fun and modern facades working environment. Especially nowadays, we actually do emphasize on retain the tailored talents or attract even more workers into the community itself. Okay, so we even initiate to beautify the detention pond just right next to our park itself, and turn it into a recreation park facilities accessible to the publics as well as to our iPark customers. So it provides with our outdoor jogging tracks and some of the jogging facilities with our own in-house industrial team, security, 24-hour security control, which is probably the same as where we are living in our service apartment or condominium here. So basically, tenants are having their card access, or visitors have to be registered at the entrance, at the point of entrance, before they get the access to visit the site. Okay, so our workers dormitory, this is actually providing to the blue collar skilled workers in the production, which we have already managed more than 5,000 workers, and there are another 2 blocks is under development now. We will be up and ready for operation by next year. So with all the workers travel all the way from the country, so basically we also need to ensure that health and safety, their well-being are well taken care of. So with all the facilities in place. So to just a side note that this all our designs and layout and the concepts that we're applying here is also complied to the International Electronic Industrial Code of Conduct. So basically clients can rest their mind that their welfare of the workers are being well taken care of. So lastly, it's the iPark community that we always emphasize that with all the multinational coming here with the newly set up companies, we do invite them for a lot of networking sessions, having a different festive season celebrations, get to know to each other well, get to know their neighbors, as well as to adapt into the culture here, as we are actually employing for our local employees here. So we also do a lot of groundbreaking or opening ceremony. We believe that whatever that we are doing, we have to give back to the community as well. So this is why we are doing a lot of business talks. And even for the workers' dormitory, we are also putting up a lot of efforts on educations for those workers who are actually coming from the least developed countries. Okay. So with that increasing visibilities, we also receive a lot of local government agencies and also the same industrial player to visit to our site. Just at my last slide over here. So we call IPARK as a home for multinational companies, where you can see there is more than 85% of the multinational clientele over here. So of course, with FIAPSI World Predicts Excellence Award that we've gotten the silver winner for industrial category, that gives us an endorsement and a recognition that all the new generation concept is actually getting endorsed and well recognized for international standards. And also we do believe that with this concept, it actually makes up a very sustainable industrial environment that will increase the job opportunities, increase of the living standards in the community, as well as to attract or retain the working talents in the community itself. Okay, so that's the end of my presentation. Thank you very much.